Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Can I request everyone to please take their seats? We are about to begin shortly. Thank you.
History of communications studied.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. The event is about to begin shortly. So I request you all to please stay seated. Please settle down. The minister is just about to come. Please put your hands together for our chief guest, Sri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji. Ladies and gentlemen, guests and dignitaries, I am Nikita Chawla, and on behalf of India Mobile Congress, I warmly welcome you all to the momentous occasion of IMC 2025 theme launch. Please give a round of applause to welcome all our dignitaries on the dais. Our chief guest, Sri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, Honorable Minister of Communications and Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India. Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Chairman, DCC and Secretary, Department of Telecommunications, Ministry of Communications, Government of India. Shri Gulzar Natarajan, Additional Secretary, Department of Telecommunications, Ministry of Communications, Government of India. Shri Abhijit Kishore, Chairman, COAI. And last but not the least, Shri P. Ramakrishna, CEO, India Mobile Congress. Please put your hands together. I'd like to invite Shri Anil Kumar Bhadwaj, DDG SE, Department of Telecommunications, to felicitate Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, Honorable Minister of Communications and Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, with a memento. This hand painting of the Thangta, the art of the sword and spear, is a popular term for the ancient Manipuri martial art that developed from the war environment of the tiny state of Manipur in the northeast. It played a significant role in the geopolitical environment of medieval India between India and China and holds special spiritual, physical, and cultural significance. We warmly invite Sri Ashwani Kumar Mahor, DDG, Skill Development, DOT, to felicitate Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Chairman, DCC, Department of Telecommunications, Ministry of Communications, Government of India, with the Mukna, a hand painting depicting a form of folk wrestling which hails from Manipur. It is widely played during the last celebrating days of the live Hara Oba festival. Thank you. It is my privilege to invite Sri Ganesh Chandra, Director SC, Department of Telecommunications, to felicitate Sri Gulzar Natarajan, Additional Secretary, Department of Telecommunications, Ministry of Communications, Government of India, with a memento of the hand painting of the Khonjom War Memorial. This memorial was built to commemorate the Anglo Manipuri War of 1891 and is a reminder of Manipur's heritage and the indomitable spirit of the people. I warmly invite Sri P. Ramakrishna, CEO, India Mobile Congress, to felicitate Sri Abhijit Kishore, Chairman COAI, with the memento of the Kangla Fort. Situated at the heart of the capital of Manipur, Kangla is considered a sacred place for the Maitai community. Politically, historically, and culturally, the Kangla Fort can be marked as the most important heritage site of Manipur. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and join me in inviting Sri Abhijit Kishore ji to deliver the welcome address.
Honorable Minister of Communication and Development of Northeastern Region, Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, Chairman DCC and Secretary DOT, Dr. Neeraj Mittal ji, Additional Secretary DOT, Shri Gulzar Natarajan ji, CEO IMC, Shri Ramakrishna, my colleagues from CAI and IMC, and ladies and gentlemen. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all today at this exclusive event to unveil the theme for the ninth edition of India Mobile Congress. Right from the inception in 2017, India Mobile Congress has served as a crucial platform for dialogue, collaboration, and action, highlighting the pivotal role of technology and connectivity in nation building. It has grown significantly in stature and scale over the years and has become an active platform for knowledge sharing and thought leadership. IMC stands today as the largest digital technology forum in Asia. We are very thankful to the government for their active sponsorship and guidance to help us reach here. Last year in IMC, we saw unprecedented footfalls of over 1.75 lakh visitors. While this indeed is an impressive number, what is more encouraging for us is the reason why we could get this kind of a footfall. And that is because of the experience and platform that we could provide with the representation of 123 countries, 300 plus exhibitors, 800 plus speakers, and 900 plus startups participating in the event. Another equally important aspect was the varied subjects covered during those last 4 days of the IMC 2024, such as quantum computing, cybersecurity, 6G discussions, Gen AI, IoT, and many such relevant topics. Over the years, we have welcomed more than 800 international buyers, facilitating global business opportunities for Make in India product and solutions. The success of IMC over the last 8 years is not just measured in number, but also in the impact it has created on industries, communities, and nation at large. The task for us at COI and industry is to connect the dots on how to showcase the collective potential of the industry and become a playground for all in the world to converge and leverage technology and put it to larger use of citizens and end customers. The journey ahead is filled with promises, and I am confident that IMC will remain at the forefront, shaping the next chapter of India's digital revolution. Thank you all, and I look forward for another inspiring and impactful IMC in October 25. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such a warm welcome. I request Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Chairman, DCC and Secretary, Department of Telecommunications, to enlighten the gathering with his special address. Thank you.
Honorable Minister on the dais, Abhijit, Ramakrishna, Gulzar, friends from industry, members of COI, other associations, our dear friends from the press, industry members, friends from academia, startups. The list is endless. And why is it endless? Because all of you actually form the blood of IMC. It would be an understatement to say that we started this launch event last year, and I can see that the size of the hall is twice of that which was there the last year. The participation in IMC has grown from leaps and bounds thanks to the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, who has guided us that technology is the only thing that will lead India to a Viksit Bharat in 2047. Our Honorable Minister has adopted this as a mantra for Department of Telecom, for Department of Post, for Department of Northeast Region, and has been keenly following and applying various technological innovations. Department of Telecom, as the Honorable Prime Minister said, that we were laggards in 4G. We went together with 5G and we will be ahead in 6G. And I think that is the promise and dream which all of us would like to see fulfilled. And that will be captured in the theme which Honorable Minister will unveil shortly. We saw a massive transformation in IMC last year because we were able to actually roll two events of WTSA along with IMC. And therefore, the responsibility of IMC committee this time will be much larger because we will not have that event. Yet our expectations are set to what happened last year. And I hope that we will all be able to together actually surpass the participation, which was, I think, roughly about 2 lakh last year, have large number of startups who will be able to showcase the progress of telecom innovation and manufacturing in India, bring about eminent speakers in various sessions covering the entire gamut of value chain of telecom. We are hopeful that IMC will not only remain a preserve of telecom technologies, but as telecom becomes horizontal across all technologies, bring all the others as well under its wings. You are ambassadors, and we hope that you all will go back and give us ideas. We still have time, and give us ideas as to how we can make it better this year. So we hope to listen from you either individually or as through the IMC organizing committee or through the COI. And I hope and request all of you to participate with a vigor that is unparalleled compared to the last time. I'm happy that we will also be announcing the awards of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Awards today, and the winners will get their awards at the hands of the minister. We hope that we will have many more winners in the days to come. I'll congratulate all of them, and let us hope that IMC this year will surpass all standards. With these words, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and we will see you there very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this insightful contribution and meaningful special address. As we continue this distinguished program, it's time to turn our attention to the moment we have all been waiting for, the much anticipated launch of IMC 2025 theme video. It is my privilege to invite our Honorable Minister, Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, to do the honors. Sir.
The future isn't waiting, it's unfolding, fast, fluid, and formidable. Guided by the vision of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, India is not just adapting to change, it's driving it. As this transformation accelerates, a new world emerges, one shaped by intelligence, fueled by connectivity, and driven by limitless possibilities. This revolution has an epicenter.
We're at the India Mobile Congress.
Here, ideas ignite, connections foster, and technological progress takes flight. It's where innovation transforms, where policy meets progress, where startups, industry leaders, and nations converge to shape what's next. At IMC, we explore the future of technology. From 5G powering industries and ecosystems to 6G redefining speed, responsiveness, and reality itself. From AI augmenting intelligence to quantum computing, transcending today's limits. From semiconductors sparking progress to electronics manufacturing, driving self reliance. From drones in the sky to satellites in orbit. From cyber security fortifying systems to circular economy powering sustainability. This is the full force of future tech, all under one roof. With more than 150,000 attendees from over 150 countries, over 400 exhibitors showcasing breakthroughs, 800 plus thought leaders sharing their vision, 100 plus sessions driving digital dialogue, and 500 plus startups leading the charge into tomorrow. This is where the future finds form. This is the launchpad of transformation. At IMC, innovation finds its momentum to inspire, to accelerate, to lead, innovate, to transform. IMC 2025.
That inspiring theme has set the tone for the year. Moving on to our next segment. An award is a recognition, an actual proof of all the hard work that has been put through the years. Get ready for the conferring of the prestigious Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Telecom Excellence Awards 2024. I request Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji to confer the Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Telecom Excellence Awards 2024. The first award goes to Mr. Parag Nayak, co-founder of Sankhya Labs. Parag is a technology serial entrepreneur with over 33 years of industry experience. He co founded Sankhya Labs, Smart Yantra Technologies. Sankhya was acquired by Tejas Networks Tata Group in March 2022. He is a named inventor on 50 plus international patents in wireless telecom technologies. Congratulations, sir. For the next award, I'd like to call upon stage Neural Networks Private Limited, Bengaluru. Neural Networks, founded in 2019 at Bengaluru, delivers Neural OS Private 5G, an edge computing platform with AI capabilities to bridge the connectivity gap for the industrial and defense sector. It is at the forefront of innovation, accelerating global digital transformation with 60 plus deployments, 25 strategic partners, and real time wireless communication. Congratulations, sir. The next award goes to Lekha Wireless Bengaluru. Lekha Wireless is a deep tech company specializing in fully indigenous mobile wireless technology and connectivity solutions for 4G and 5G equipment for private and public networks and military grade SDR products. Congratulations, sir. For our next award, I invite on stage Professor Chandra Ramabhadramurthy, IISC, Bengaluru. Chandra R. Murthy is a professor in the ECE department at IISC, Bangalore, India. His research interests are in the performance analysis and optimization of 5G and beyond communication systems. He is the lead PI of the 5G plus test bed at IISC. He is a fellow of the IEEE and INAE. And last but not the least, the next award goes to C. Dot for CBS, Cell Broadcasting Solution. C. Dot, as a torchbearer of indigenous telecom R&D, continues to develop latest technology products in areas like optical switching, wireless, security, and network management, while also working on futuristic technologies like M2M, IoT, 5G, AI, etc. Congratulations, sir. Can we have a huge round of applause for all our winners for their insightful contribution? We now transition to our next segment, another highlight of today's event, the launch of the Sanchar Mitra scheme. I request Sri Jyotiraditya Sindhya ji, our honorable chief guest, to do the honors and launch the Sanchar Mitra scheme. The Sanchar Mitra scheme aims to empower a wider youth network to act as digital ambassadors, further strengthening the connection between the telecom ecosystem and the citizens. In addition to public awareness efforts, the scheme will also provide student volunteers exposure to emerging telecom technologies and DOT initiatives, fostering job readiness and research interest in this sector. I invite our chief guest, Sri Jyotiraditya Sindhya ji, for the keynote address.
Seated on the dais with me, Secretary Telecom, Dr. Neeraj Mittalji, Additional Secretary in the Department of Telecom, Gulzar Natarajanji, Chairman COAI, Abhijit Kishore Sahib, CEO IMC, Ramakrishna Sahib, my colleagues from the ministry and from industry present here today, members of the IMC fraternity, and my friends from the media. What a wonderful occasion that we meet close to about 12 months down the road from convening IMC 2024. And as Abhijit said, we are now into the 9th edition of this conference. And the aim is that as India gains her rightful place in the polity of nations, conferences such as this bring about a great deal of exposure for industries domestically, for our manufacturers globally, for our investment community across the world, to see the capability that our country has garnered over the last decade, and how India today is leading the revolution in the telecommunication space across the world. Now, as I stand before you here today, I cannot but help go back in time and look back as an Indian with a great sense of pride to the fact that India has never waited for the future to arrive. She has always shaped it. And if you go back in time, right from the days of Nalanda and Takshila, where global curriculum and global pedagogy was introduced from Bharat Mata's soil, where scholars across the world used to congregate at this mecca of knowledge, to the unshakable quill of Aryabhatta's feather that came up with the ingenious concept of zero, to medical systems, solutions, and surgeries that were always pioneered in India, to the mapping of the stars that was done by India's astronomers while the rest of the world would only gaze at the sky. Our country and our nation and our soil has always built the scientific temper of the world. And therefore, today, when we look at the giant leaps that we have taken over the last decade, whether it was the innovation of 2 vaccines during the period of COVID, and through vaccine Maitri exporting it to 40 countries across the world, or whether it is our space missions, Vikram lander and others, at a fraction of international costs, or indeed what all of you in this room have achieved, one of the most robust telecommunication networks and systems across the world, cutting edge, customer oriented, service oriented. India today, ladies and gentlemen, is continuing on the path that she forged not a decade ago, not 100 years ago, but over 1,000 years ago. A thought leader, a science leader, and a social leader to create an equitable world from the North to the South Pole. And whilst we live in this environment, the concept of our theme launch this year, Innovate to Transform, as Secretary Saab said, is the very basis of the Prime Minister's concept of a Viksit Bharat by 2047. A Viksit Bharat by 2047, which is rooted in Atmanirbharta, which is fueled by entrepreneurship, and which is driven by a fervor of inclusive growth. And in that environment, the transformation that India is going through today is systemic, is structural. Is systemic, is structural, but most importantly, is indigenous. And therefore, the topic today of our theme, Innovate to Transform, outlines, underlines, enunciates the concept that in this journey of transformation, innovation will always be the core of India's compass. Now, we have come a long way from an environment where penetration levels were very low, where consumption of data was sporadic, intermittent, vapor like, where infrastructure and equipment was hard to come by. From that environment, we have grown today multifold. From being a consumer of 61 MB of data, today 21 GB of data per person, probably the highest, close to the highest in the world. From being an importer of handsets and a domestic producer of only 50 million handsets, to being the second largest producer of mobile handsets at 330 million. from being a follower of technology to leapfrogging technology, and not only leapfrogging technology, but inventing technology. And today, 5G in our country has, thanks to a lot of you seated in this room, has a penetration and a spread level of close to 99% of our districts, 82% of our population. The fastest 5G rollout in the world. It is that capability that we as Indians have shown the world. And therefore, in this environment, where not only are we making this product and this service ubiquitous, but we're also ensuring the safety of our customers. Our private sector companies coming out with their kavachas to protect our customers from online fraud, from spam. DOT's Sanchar Sathi portal, which acts like a shield, which by itself has disconnected almost close to 3.4 crore fake mobile connections. Our job is to be a provider of services, but our job is also to protect every citizen as we transcend from the physical highway of roads to the informational and telecommunications digital highway, which today has become all pervasive across the length and breadth of our country. And therefore, today, it gives me great pleasure to inaugurate our concept of Sanchar Sathi. In the first phase, we rolled it out across 280 institutions. A thought that symbolizes India's leadership across 4Ds: democracy, demography, digitization, and delivery. And the success of our pilot today has given us the confidence to roll this out on a nationwide basis, where each one of our partners, young men and young ladies, will take upon themselves the responsibility of educating, informing, safeguarding the interests of every single customer across the length and breadth of our system. As the Prime Minister has always said, this is a whole of government approach. This is a whole of our ecosystem approach. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a whole of nation approach, a whole of nation approach to safeguard the security, digital security of every single one of our citizens. And while we talk about opportunities such as this, innovation has to be at the core of our existence. It's as if you're running on a constant treadmill. If you look at economic curves on a graph, not looking at inflection points or changing the slope of a graph, but actually shifting the graph upwards. And that innovative capability today is there in India. And let me give you an example of that. Last year, at the combined IMC 2024 and WTSA that we were fortunate enough to host, and let me add, thanks to all of you and all of your efforts, when we worked as a whole of ecosystem approach, not only was it the first time that a WTSA was held in Asia, but it was the highest attended WTSA in the history of the ITU. We had delegates from 163 countries, ministry representatives from 150 countries, almost 3,500 delegates. And I recall at that WTSA when I met Rocky, a robotic dog. That would keep humans out of harm's way and do all the difficult and dangerous tasks that humans do. Now, guess what? A couple of months later, when the disastrous earthquake happened in Myanmar, Bharat ki Sena ne, the Indian Army, deployed our Sanjay, a mule, a multi-utility legged equipment that went in to save lives in Operation Brahma in Myanmar. A fully indigenous product from scratch. And so whether it is Sanjay or whether it is our own domestic 4G stack, we are only 4 countries in the world that produce telco equipment. 5 companies, 4 countries. And the Prime Minister made it his resolve that if BSNL is to graduate from 3G to 4G, it must be done on Atmanirbhar equipment. And so what has never been done before, beyond the realm of possibility, where you have CDOT, a government company, BSNL, a government company, Tejas, a private sector company, and an Indian SI in the form of system integrator in the form of TCS, all 4 come together and in a period of 22 months produce the first domestic 4G stack after eons for the world, and India becomes the 5th country in the world to produce its own telco stack. We're now rolling it out. I took a review today. We are at 93,450 towers that have been installed. Still have a long way to go, but we are on track. And that capability today is enshrined amongst all of us here. And this theme today, innovate to transform, will give us that capability. Not only to provide services in India, but to ensure that production is also comes from India, to ensure that India becomes a hub for designing. So you have designing in India, you have solving in India, and you have scaling from India. DSS, design, solve, and scale. That has to be our chemical formula, ladies and gentlemen. In the days to come, I'm very confident. When I talk about the fact, as Secretary said, that we followed the world on 4G, we marched with the world on 5G, we lead the world in 6G. We're among the top 6 countries today that is filing for 6G patents. As we speak, our Bharat 6G Alliance is doing a yeoman's job. private sector, public sector, entrepreneurs across the board. And I'm very confident that when the World Radio Communications Conference is held in 2027, when they decide which waves will go in for 6G, it is from now till then that our entrepreneurs, our companies, our innovators across the board must aspire to ensure that India leads that technology wave in the days to come. The topic today and the theme today, innovate to transform, takes off from our theme last year. And to remind you all, our theme last year is the future is now. And if that is the umbrella theme of last year, innovate to transform, that was the what. The future is now. This year's theme is the how. Innovate to transform. And I am very confident that as Steve Jobs says, and I quote, he said that it is innovation that distinguishes a leader from a follower, unquote. And I am very confident that my fraternity seated in this room, the millions outside this room that will congregate at IMC 2025, believe in not only imagined in India, but believe in engineered in India and believe in the concept of powered by India. Today is a hallmark day where all of us together must lead that charge. And whilst we lead that charge, I have seen IMC evolve over the years. And it must be our goal that IMC must become the centripetal force of all expositions across the world based from India, out of India, for the world. Today is also a day where we have awarded many of our innovators, many of our entrepreneurs that have contributed tremendously to India being able to achieve her status today. They have been conferred the Pandit Deen Dayal Telecom Excellence Awards this year. And my heartiest congratulations to all of them. Because I believe that technology must always be a bridge and not a barrier. And the awardees today, in their own individual right, have been bridges across these spans for billions of Indians across the length and breadth of our country. My heartiest congratulations to all the awardees and my best wishes to all of you. Let's make it a success. IMC 2025, here we come.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision. I'm sure this will guide us all for the year to come in making this edition of IMC a resounding success. I would like to request Shri P. Ramakrishna, CEO, India Mobile Congress, to come and give the vote of thanks.
Honorable Minister, it's a great pleasure to have you with us, and your inspiration definitely driving the ultimate chord of success for the nation. It's also the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Innovate to Transform, which is the theme of IMC for 2025. Dr. Neeraj Mittal, um, I think what Honorable Prime Minister has said, DESS, or Design, Scope and Scale, implies for IMC2. We will try our best. We'll make it a success. And it's my pleasure to give a good note for all the startups. IMC this year will host Startup World Cup, and the winner of this will be participating in San Francisco in a $1 million prize money. So I think that's the channel even IMC wants to establish across the board across the globe, and we are hopeful we will drive most of our thinking and inspirations coming out of this honorable guest on the stage to uh, be implemented and make it a grand going forward. I thank Guljar Natarajanji, AST sir. The reason is couple of meetings we had, he tried to focus us on the right things to execute, not to deviate too much. I think focus is the key for our success. We have been a technology show. We will be a technology show. We will, all the innovations in our show is for the success of the technology. Abhijit Kishorji, thank you for all the support. You have been communicating to me all the ambitions of the industries and how we try to evolve. I know it's a big task for all of us, but definitely you being around, I think we'll make it happen. All our partners from the industry, sponsors, the DOT, Anil sir, thank you for all the support you have been giving us. And the startups, the participants, the media. Media always have been a big numbers in for us in IMC, and we hope this we carry on. I see a lot of embassy team members out here. I thank you all. We look forward for your country participation, and let's be a grand occasion for all of us on 8th to 11th October in Yashabumi. Though it's a new location, I think we'll make it happen in the big numbers. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, sir. I request all dignitaries to stay on the dais and IMC board to join us for a commemorative photo. Can I please have everyone from the IMC board to join us here on the stage? Thank you, everyone. Please enjoy the evening.